Hi, everyone. Welcome to What's Up with Richard, an impromptu live stream. And I just have a few things to say. Let me get down here. As you can see, I got this free from the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. It's one of those little bleacher seat things that's supposed to protect your rear end as you sit for long basketball game sessions. Anyway, I'm going to use this because I want to install the battery back on my uh, TerraTrike EVO, which means electric vehicle option. So I suppose I should put some actual electricity on this thing if I can find the battery. Hi, found the battery. Turn the camera around again. There we go. This is always an issue. Normally, I just keep this thing on the trike all summer long. But we were out of town, and then when I'm out of town, there we go. That wasn't so bad. When I'm out of town, I take it off because if someone were to break into my garage and steal the trike, it's pretty much worthless without the motor. I did a video of why and how I put this strap on, and I do still use this little piece of rubber. It was probably on for, wow, I would say a good 6 weeks. There we go. Get up there. There we go. Of course, the little piece of, now I use this piece of rubber, if you don't remember the video, you haven't seen it, because this would usually slip off. But by putting this little piece of rubber in there underneath the strap, that's not going anywhere until I take it off. I'll sit down here. Holy Moses. On Sunday, coming up, that would be September 28th, myself and the TerraTrike are heading over to Three Oaks, where I am going to attempt to ride this thing 50 miles in the Apple Cider Century. I have not ridden the actual Apple Cider Century for, oh my gosh, 10 years. I think the last time I did it, I rode the 62, which is the metric century, but I did it on my bike back here. Not this one, it would be a previous bike that I rode. So yeah, it's actually an interesting thing because there will be somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 riders coming into the village of Three Oaks, which might have a population of 1,500. So this is a really big deal. And it lasts 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is registration. Sunday is the actual ride. So I'll be getting to the parking lot around 6 o'clock in the morning. It's about a 15-minute drive from here, so it won't take long to get there. And yeah, they have, I just talked to Mrs. G, and she may be rolling in the driveway here any second. They have a 15-mile ride, which is good for kids, and it's pretty darn flat, so you don't have to worry about hills. She said they have a 25. They have a 37-mile ride. They have a 50, the one I'm going to ride, which, by the way, I asked her to they mark the road with little apples. Apparently, I'm following the red apples this year. They also have a 62, which is the metric century, a 75, and a 100-mile ride. So looking forward to that. I think during the week, I've got to do some prep to the bike, even though I pretty much keep it in good shape. I'm going to have to, step one, check all of the nuts and bolts, which, by the way, I did like 3-4 weeks ago. So it's about time, because as this thing vibrates, things tend to loosen up. I checked every nut and bolt on here except one. And lo and behold, 2 days later, it fell off. I don't know if you can see it way up front where my light is. Right below that is the reflector. And I did not tighten that up. And guess what fell off? The reflector. Literally a couple days after I checked everything else. So anyway, looking forward to doing that. And then I need to get prepared for it. Not only the bike, but myself. I need to go out and make sure I get a few rides in, but not real long ones. My right knee, the meniscus tear that I have, has been acting up a little bit. I still have lawns to mow this week. Mine and the neighbors. That tends to hurt my back, pushing that mower and actually doing the trimming. So I'm trying to maybe do one day and one another day. And then I have to set up golf for Thursday, even though I'm not sure it's going to be the most pleasant day to play golf, because it looks like there's a 60% chance of rain. But the nice thing is Sunday is supposed to be a high of about 75 degrees and moderate winds, 10 to 15 miles an hour. I'm not sure of the direction yet. And yeah, no rain in the forecast so far. I'll be honest, the last time I played golf, we played in a charity outing, and it absolutely poured rain on us. I mean, we were all soaked, but it was for a good cause, and we did have fun. So that's the nice thing about it. Anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you. And I will be here to talk a little bit more as I go over different parts of the bike and start tightening things up. I know I have more to say. A couple shout outs. Hey, Barina, welcome back. I watched half your video yesterday when we got back from Illinois, but I just got tired. So we'll watch the second half a little bit later this evening. Bungee Boy, yeah, he's got a new video up, which I watch. Almost every single one I try to watch within a week or so. I'm trying to see what kind of boogie music he's got going on this time. As long as it's not rap, I'm okay with it. Or disco. I'm not sure which is worse. Neither one are good. Anyway, at least in my opinion. But then I'm a product of the 1960s and the 1970s. And I still listen to old time music. So that's where I'm at with that. Who else? John. Yeah, from Delighted Acre Farms. A shout out to John. He's been giving me some important Friday facts. And I've learned quite a bit on those little excerpts, especially about how strong pig's snout sniffer is. It's a lot stronger than ours, so which is interesting because they tend to live in squalor, don't they? I guess. Anyway, I'm going out for a short ride here a little bit later on in the afternoon. Mrs. G isn't quite here yet. I thought maybe she'd be popping in. I know she drives faster than I do. And we had like yesterday a nice experience, a whole weekend a nice experience with my grandkids. So we got to see a swimming meet, got to see a volleyball match. So had some good conversations. Anyway, Apple Cider Century, I'm on my way. And thanks for watching What's Up with Richard. And now you know. And the problem is I don't know if I can gracefully get off this concrete floor. Maybe I'll have to do a slow roll. And unfortunately, I don't think I can edit this out. Why didn't I think about that before I started? Anyway, up I go. Somehow I got to figure out how to stop this stupid thing. I never thought about that. This is embarrassing. Yeah, look at that. That's embarrassing. I don't know how to stop this.